New South Wales Goalball and Goalball Australia would like to thank and acknowledge the supporters and sponsors of the Australian Goalball Championships. Supporters: City of Parramatta for their Community Events Grant, Paralympics Australia, New South Wales Office of Sport, Australian College of Physical Education, who have provided volunteers to assist, Blind Sports Australia, Blind Sports and Recreation New South Wales, YLDS, Your Life Disability Support Services, Family Physiotherapy, Joust Sports, and our sponsors, New South Wales Goalball, Profits Collective, Zingara Massage, Weston Phone Repairs, and Pack and Stick. Thank you for your ongoing support and contribution towards the Australian Goalball Championships.
So we've got New Zealand men's team versus the Victorian men's team coming up. So who choice starting with Steph?
Yep, starting with Daniel James Pritchard, Callum Saunders and Sam Byrne.
Very good. And we've got Sean Whiteley on the bench.
With Rob Adams coaching.
And we've got on Team New Zealand, we've got Hamish starting number 11, Pye starting number 7, I think. He's on the bench. Number 6, we've got Annie. Oh no, Pye is on court and Naki is on the bench, number 17.
Should be an interesting game. Victoria have already played this morning, so sometimes it can work in your favour, other times it doesn't. So yeah.
Yes, well, they did have a very tough game against you guys this morning. Steph, how did you find that game against Victoria?
We were down early, but we managed to scrape it in the game, which was great.
And New Zealand.
We've got some very loud Victorians playing.
Noise.
To make sure that they're recognising that they're doing this back because we're very close to the court. We'll see.
Start with the ball. White, please, centre.
New Zealand to start with the ball.
Almost scored no goal.
There we go. So we've got ball starting with Pine right wing. It's a discus shot between Sam and Callum. Throws back to Pine. Pine with the ball now on the right wing. Sam gets a shot into the guts of Callum Saunders.
Yeah, nice move, nice strong block there from Callum.
Bit of a dummy run from Dean Pritchard there. Callum Saunders thrown back to the seaside court. Nice ball from Hamish there to Callum Saunders at seaside.
Pritchard's over to collect the ball. Cross.
Bouncing ball into Hamish there on the right side.
Strong block from Sam.
To Sam, yeah. Sam's a solid force in the middle. She's doing a great job in the middle for New Zealand. She's the only women's player playing in the men's division this year.
Yeah, good on her. Callum here with the ball in the flank. Nice dive there from in the middle. Overcorrected.
Pye with the ball on the right wing. Discus shot, nice call, but written to Dan Pritchard.
Right in the bread basket for Pritchard. He's picked it up from the right wing.
Skippy ball straight into the guts of Hamish there, bounced over the goals. Had some really good pace on that ball.
Little whip by Pritchard, it was good.
They're always hard ones to face, those top spinning ones that he does.
Yeah.
Right. Hamish with the ball on the left wing.
Big trap there by Callum with the top arm. Lose block to Sam.
Great block in the middle by Annie.
Strong block.
Pie with the ball now. Just a shot. Crossing to Sam Brown.
Great block passes off to Pritchard on the right wing.
And a goal for Victoria, straight through the gap between Hamish and Annie. It's one on the board for Vic.
Yeah, 1-0. Good start from both teams, actually. I'd say that was a good ball.
Yeah, Victoria's quite a threat in the men's division, so New Zealand is doing very well to hold their own. Pie with the ball now on the right wing. Big bouncing shot.
Good overlap there by Callum and Sam. Callum moves across. He's moved back to the left wing.
Great block. Yeah, good block on the feet there by Annie. Pie with the ball now. Big discus bounce into that 7 gap, but Sam's got it covered.
Yeah, top arm is taking the ball now. He wants a piece of it.
Cover there by Pie. Pie with the ball.
Great trap there by Sam. It's coming up.
Good job with this.
Pritchard now from right wing.
Passes off to Hamish. Hamish from the left wing.
Good scramble from Callum. Didn't get enough of it down, but he's blocked it well. Moved to the left wing. Discus.
Good back up by Hamish there. That's a good ball from Callum. Hamish. Ball discus shot. Into the 3 gap.
Great block there by Sam. Strong hands.
Same gap that he's got before, but not quite getting through.
That's his best ball, Pritchard.
That's good cover by David.
Extended to play there. No one's throwing it out much, which is good. Callum's come over. Callum's still there. Straight out.
Wow. Oh, and we've got a rogue ball that's gone into the storeroom by
The ball's trying to leave us. Come back, mate.
Pie has come over, but Hamish has taken the ball from the left wing.
Great block there by Callum at top arm. He's picked up. Goes back to the post on left wing.
Discus shot from Callum straight into
Great block.
Annie in the middle.
Great block again.
Ball over.
Chasing wasn't the greatest. But it's hard when you cop a ball like that and trying to chase it and figure out where you are.
Good cop to the stomach, that one. Rough. Check with the ball now. Great ball by Annie on her hands. Pie with the ball on the right wing. Bouncing shot into Callum.
Good block there by Callum again. He's getting tested out in his top arm and he's navigating well. Got the ball a little bit on the left wing.
Again, got to pull down to the stomach there. Hamish is doing a great job with Sam. We've got Hamish on the left wing with the ball now. Swinging the ball across court, just out.
I think they've realised New Zealand here. Callum is the key through. There's a lot of fractures over there as well.
Wide, please.
Pritchard has the ball. He's moved across. Sam's moved. Pritchard's in the middle. Wide discus.
That's the gap where he scored before. Hamish is doing well to cover that spot now. Hamish with the ball. Over Sam.
Fantastic.
Great scramble.
Fantastic coverage by all 3 players there.
Doing well to work together on that one. Sam with the ball. Into that 7 spot. Hamish is doing a good job to cover. Hamish now left. To Sam's feet.
Trying to go for his speed again. Pass off to Callum. strong block.
Locked out by Hamish there. Looks like he made a nice shade check.
Quiet, please.
Hamish from left. Distance shot across to the feet of Sam Byrne.
Yeah, strong block there by Sam. You need to, when they're testing your legs out like that, you just need a strong block just to spell
It was a
it.
good kick out. Put on his soccer player mode.
Yeah.
Getting just a nice shade check for Hamish now for Team New Zealand.
Had a good start from both teams. It's a good goal balls display.
Yeah, 6 minutes and 3 seconds left. 1 to Victoria. Pye with the ball in the right wing.
That's a straight out. Almost broken the wall as well. It was a strong throw.
It's a shame. Good ball from some court.
Calming on left wing. There's one out. Try to do a dummy run.
Two machines of hanging over now. Irish chases.
Slow one down to Pritchard. Had to adjust there.
Bit of a run of time, I think, in Team New Zealand.
It's a smart call.
Just
Pritchard.
out.
Full winding discus there. Unfortunately, just went out.
Time out, New Zealand.
So time out from New Zealand here. Jess, what do you think is going to break the deadlock here? Because it's 1-0. I think.
I think they've got to change up their throwing strategy for New Zealand at the moment. They've got what doesn't look to be a super strict strategy that they're throwing to. I think they've got to put a bit more pressure on Callum.
Yeah, certainly. I think that side across Sam into his legs, trying to flick it over Callum and putting more pressure on Callum as well. So, but Victoria as well. I think they're throwing well. It's a lot of body. So I think they'll probably adjust and try and hit gap. I think once they start hitting gaps, things will open up. And that's the same for both teams.
It's good for New Zealand how they've managed to come back a little bit. They've been targeted on that 7 spot they did in their first goal, but they've managed to kind of fix that up. So
Yeah,
we'll see how they go for the rest of this half.
that's a good shot. It's bread and butter. That shot. It's a very good shot.
Hamish on the left wing for New Zealand. Big bouncing shot straight into the stomach of Sam.
Big track by Sam Pritchard there from right wing. Big whoop there. It's a good block.
Yeah,
Good throw, good block, good goal ball
it's the
around.
kind of ball that pushes you back a little bit on the floor, isn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Hamish from the left wing. Again into the arms of Sam Byrne. Good return from Sam. Into Benny's shields.
Block that back in.
Looks like the line peering out.
They've let it go.
And a little ball through the legs from Hamish
yeah.
to get rid of it. Discus shot. Brazilian shot, sorry.
Full substitution here from New Zealand.
Alright, looks like we've got Annie coming out of the centre spot for New Zealand. And we've got Naki coming in, number 17.
Very good performance there by Annie. Very good blocks.
Fantastic, yeah.
Some strong throws as well, and she just didn't look like relenting at any point, I think.
She's a very strong player, that's for sure. She's like a brick wall in the middle, that's for sure.
Yeah, certainly. So, I was wondering about if they had the ball when they called the timeout. My screen was blocking me a little bit there, which is what the referees think. I don't seem too interested.
Perhaps it was a little intercall by the refs on that one.
Yeah,
Not
maybe.
sure exactly.
Yeah, we'll see.
Looks like we've got Hamish has moved to the right wing. We've got Pye in the centre now, and then we've got Naki on the left wing.
So coming on right wing with the ball. Just bring it back across. Pass Sam. One discus. Straight out. Nice just straight chair.
Good ball again.
Yeah.
If he'd line himself up a little bit more before throwing.
Quiet, please.
Hamish on the right wing. Discus shot into the chest of Sam
Substitution, Victoria. Out number 7 and in number...
So we've got a substitution, so Callum Suppers is coming out, and we've got Sean Whiteley, number 1, coming in for Victoria. You reckon Sean will play on the left wing?
Yeah, I think on the left wing, I think he has a good shot into that gap between the winger and the centre as well. I think so. I reckon they'll try and hook into that gap. I think Callum's just been a little, obviously good throws, but also some that have gone right out.
Yeah, and looks like Calvin maybe needs a bit of a breather. I want to see him come back on a little bit later in the game.
Yeah, it's a long tournament. So just, Pritchard has it here on left wing. Oh, he's moved back behind Sam. Go back to right wing. Right join.
Into the 7-8 spot.
Yeah, good, well defended.
Naki on the left wing. His first throw.
Oh.
And it's a goal.
Unfortunately, Sean just, it's hard in the first block of the game. Just overcommitted and just hit his arm and went into the top corner.
Sean's first block of the game. It was also Naki's first ball of the game. He scored a goal.
Wow, debut.
Sean great ball into the centre.
Yeah, just up in the centre. I think that's what they're hoping, Victoria.
Hamish has got a good shot into the centre gap there.
They're pushing for that gap there with Sean again.
Quiet, please. Play.
Shoots it into the gap between Pine and Hamish.
Ball's what ball bounce.
Ball over.
Yeah, set it up. Really, it's been, it kicks up on you, Sean's throws. So hoping for a little bit.
Quiet, please.
He's done well today. So that was just an unfortunate error. Oh, there we go.
Bouncing ball.
Great response there from Sean.
Skippy bouncy ball into that second gap, and Pine just couldn't quite get over it.
Yeah. That's good.
Quiet, please. Play.
Hamish on the right wing. Down the line into the arms of Sean.
Good throw there. Shawnee from left wing.
Another great ball into that three. Actually covered. Pushed across by Sam, just out.
Pritchard's clamouring there for the noise penalty. I think it might be something the referees will. There's a good return there from Pritchard's trying to referee.
Skippy bounce into the centre for New Zealand. Pass off to Hamish on the right wing. Can see what Pritchard means
Yeah.
with Hamish's throw-ins. Quite loud getting back to his position after he throws.
Yeah, it's a bit of a. The floor wouldn't help him, but yeah, it's definitely clattering with the feet.
Naki from the left wing for New Zealand.
There by Sean in the left wing, so just making his stance in the game here.
Great block.
New Zealand need to start to speed up the game a little bit. What will Victoria do? Will they?
See him respond. It's not going to work by throwing this one.
No, just hooked out. Great trap there by Sam. He's beaten the ball. He's gone to the join.
Discus bouncing shot into the front of the centre. Does he say that many discus throws?
Yeah, no, usually the front throws, as you can see.
It's good sign.
Oh, no, Shawnee's just, I think, he's just extending too much there. He just needs to reduce his range and just get a bit stronger with that when he's blocking a little bit.
Interesting to see if he can make the discus that is the same that he scored on him last time from the same player.
Yeah.
So tied down now 2-2. Pine from the centre. Discus shot.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a long ball.
If it were legal,
Yeah.
it would have been a bloody good ball.
Yeah, very good ball. Yeah.
So we've got a penalty. Pine is to defend. Let's see who's going to throw this one from Victoria.
Pritchard's on left wing there with the ball.
Quiet, please.
He'll probably go down the line. Great ball. That's a fantastic ball.
Yeah.
It was a nice attempt as well. He almost got there. It's just the pace has got it.
Some really good pace on it. That's I think the trick to getting those penalty shots,
Yeah.
especially in the men's division.
Quiet, please.
It's a minute 59 left on the clock. We've got 3-2 to Victoria.
by Sammy into the gap.
Back to Sean.
Sean just winds up. And he's good. Good up there. Sam picks it up, passes it back to Pritchard. Pritchard's shot. Great block there by Sam. That was a good quick ball across his legs, and it's very hard to kind of keep that out without flicking it over your winger. So time out here for Victoria. Bit of a breather. You're up by a goal.
25 left. It's a very close game. Closer than I expected, I think.
Yeah. Scores 3-2 to Victoria. I think, yeah, I think the true test of this game, the true result we decide in the second half, the first bit of the second half, I
What do you
think.
think Victoria have to do to really lock down and take control of this game?
Well, I just think they just need to, like I said, just keep moving around. Pritchard and Sean, just keep moving the ball around. So New Zealand are very strong when they're set in their structure. But like I said, just start moving the ball around, bounce the ball.
It's variation.
Yeah, variation.
Yep.
Yeah, make him move around, and that's when the gaps will start. And also close up that gap with Shawnee there. And I know he will be looking forward to closing that gap up as well.
It's just those sharp angles on him, I think, that are just getting him a bit too, from the right. Trying to go into that opposite post, but it's just gone out.
It's just over communication. Just drop and just stay strong.
Hamish outside, into the stomach of Sam.
Noise,
Yeah, so
number 11 is New Zealand.
definitely, I think that was definitely a little bit overdue.
I think, yeah. I think there's at least a few instances of that. He's very loud getting back down to his position after he throws.
Yeah.
Lots of big jumping steps, I think.
Penalty has been declined.
A goal judge's penalty declined, so they'll come back on court.
Interesting call there to decline the penalty. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know Victoria's reasoning for that one.
Yeah.
Good job with the ball now, standing behind Sam
In close games, those kinds of moments can come back to them.
especially if Victoria wants to have a good win today,
Yeah.
after they get this one. Cross into the fence,
Pritchard here. He's just hooking it out there. He's just, as I said, he's just running. As he's running right, and obviously with his left arm, he just hooks it out. So he just needs to maybe come in ball behind Sam.
You can see they're really trying to pick on that post on Lucky's side. Ball just out.
It's just a game of moves and counter moves at the moment. They tried to get Shawnee again. Ball was out. He's moving across in between Sam and Pritchard. Pritchard has the ball here. He goes back to the goal.
And straight through that 7 spot. You can see Hamish now in the middle is about to change up for the New Zealand team. Players really good.
It's interesting. They did quite well. They did quite well before with the
Pie in the middle.
yeah.
So Hamish goes for the last 14 seconds. Almost not in the right spot there for Nikki. He's off court. A little bit lost. Should be fine where before he's red ball. And again, that same gap. Looks as though Nikki was
Good
still
ball there.
lost.
Good ball there by Pritchard. Just taking advantage of the chaos a little bit.
0.9 seconds left.
Will New Zealand try and throw a ball?
Quiet, please.
I don't think so. Yeah. I was going to say that's.
Don't think we can call it that.
I was going to say what I was finishing there because Victoria will be like Victoria kind of just were like that's half time and then also no one else said anything. So no, interesting game, interesting first half. I think New Zealand. I don't know. What do you think, Jess? I think they're making more changes than they need to. I think
Yeah, they seem to be doing big changes reactively when maybe they don't need to. I think they need to really just lock down on the decisions that they started with.
yeah.
I think having Pie in the middle was was working quite well for them. And then that quick last-minute change, putting Hamish in the middle, seemed to kind of throw off their wingers.
Yeah.
And then we got 2 goals in the last minute of the game.
Yeah, and something like Pritchard's just gonna take advantage of that as well. So it's like I said, even Annie at the start, Annie actually did really, really well. I actually would have, if I was in, I actually would have just kept Annie in there. Keep her confidence was high. The team was around her as well. So interesting to see what they'll do in the second half. If they will go back to what was working, or will they stick with what they have now? I think.
Yeah, we'll have to see if Annie can come back on court. I think she was blocking up really well. She's almost the tallest on the team.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
taller than 2 of the other men's players on the team, so she really does cover a lot of the court. She's very strong. What about Victoria? How do you think their half went? Do you think they'll be happy with that?
Yeah, I think it was interesting. I said there's just a few, like I said, some of their throwing up, especially, you can easily expect it as for second game of the day. A bit of inaccuracy there. But I think Pritchard's realised now, and he's starting to really build into it. I just think, I said, they're actually playing quite well, Victoria. It's just a couple of errors there that I think, as I said, Sean will be on top of to fix. He's just over diving a little bit into the gap. He's leaving his post open. So, but throw-wise, as I said, New Zealand have actually blocked the ball quite well. So I think there's nothing really negative for Victoria there. Like I said, the penalty decline, I think, was an interesting call. I can respect the sportsmanship.
I think they got lucky with the fact they then proceeded to score another 2 goals shortly after that, but I think they probably could have used that penalty just to really lock in their control of this game.
Certainly, I think it's not a like 50-50. The referee maybe being a bit harsh. I think I think both parties agreed that it was a bit of a noise penalty and probably overdue. So, but
Definitely got at least a couple of those that it was lucky that another one was recalled. So
yeah.
something he needs to definitely fix before this next half. We don't want to risk getting silly penalties like noise penalties. That's stuff that you can fix pretty easily as a player.
Yeah, especially you don't want to be known as the guy that does all those movements after you throw. Especially if over the course of the tournament, the referees will be pointing out, listening for it and probably aware of it as well. Whereas first game you might get away with it, but as I said, every player has their own little things that they do, and like I said, referees start to pick up on it as well. So, but like I said, a good start for Victoria as well, I think. And it'll be interesting, I said, I think the game will be decided in the first, I think, maybe 3 or 4 minutes, I think, of this half.
I think so as well. It's going to be a scramble, I think, for New Zealand to come back at the start of this half. So hopefully they can really lock in and get a strategy going. They kind of lost their strategy a bit in that first half.
Yeah, and as I said, as we said, it's hard when you've got players coming off and moving all over the place as well. You just got to have faith in your players and just stick with the plan as well. So
it's always nice having New Zealand at our AGCs though. This is the second year in a row we've had a group from New Zealand come over. We always like involving them in our nationals because they always try to involve us in theirs.
Yeah, it's good to have. I think got to especially because we're neighbours, so it's good to obviously have those kind of connections with the countries close by as well, and they'll gain a lot from this experience. And so obviously the other men's players as well. The different more players you play against, different throwing styles as well helps as well. And
yeah, well that's the nice part, I suppose, especially in the men's division. It basically ends up being Storm versus Storm players for the rest of the other states, and then you have teams like New Zealand come in. It's just a bit of a change up, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I said, especially for the boys heading to Pakistan in the next 10 days. Like I said, it's always valuable to have just a different experience as well. As just said, a lot of these guys, the Storm players play, multiple camps every year, and they'll get used to each other after a while. So it comes down to comes down to sometimes these games is who's not the Storm player. Yeah. Do you target them? Yeah. Which I copped, unfortunately, in my game, and I think Sean and Callum copped for us as well. New South Wales.
We are lucky at least in that our players who aren't in the main Storm team are still often at least involved in the squad. So you're all still very high level players. But yeah, you do come the brunt of the bullying, I guess.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, and that's just the way it is. You can't expect that as well.
It looks like New Zealand is bringing Annie back on in the middle, and they've got Pi and Lucky, so they're in a different lineup than we've seen. Victoria is sticking with their Pritchard, Sam and Sean lineup.
Welcome back to the second half of the game between on my left and Victoria on my right. Half-time scores are New Zealand 2, Victoria 5. Half-time substitutions for New Zealand, off number 11, on number 6. Victoria will start the ball. Right, play centre.
Victor start with the ball.
Play.
Pritchard's taken in the middle. Flips the join there. Good trap there.
Into the thieves.
Control block though by Sam. He didn't sound like it, but he very much controlled it.
It's a nice little discus that he's got going. It's very much a pivot. He seems to be spinning.
Yeah.
But it seems to be working for him. We've got Pye on the left wing.
Definitely not.
For a discus once. Across.
Blocked by Sam. Ball's gone to the left wing.
Just out.
Yeah, just hooked the ball out, unfortunately.
5, please. Play.
Naki with the ball. On the right wing. Bouncing shot into that 7 gap. Sam's done a good job to cover.
Oh.
And a return straight into
Great
the
ball there by Sam.
That
Great
quick
ball.
return.
Yeah.
He was not prepared for it.
No, he wasn't. Not at all.
There's been a few goals going in from Naki being lost on court.
Yes, yes. Hopefully he sorts that out soon, because people pick up on that.
Naki with the ball now again on right wing. Good block by Sean.
Yeah, strong block there by Shorty. Just make his stance. Set a tone for the second half. Really punishing that right winger there.
I suppose that's how the game works, isn't it? Someone makes a mistake to pick on him.
Yeah, no, certainly. Charge here. Big join between the middle. Great block there by Annie.
She's so solid in that centre. To her left side especially.
Yeah. Even hands as well, so the entire form is very strong.
Pye on the left wing. Into the legs of Pritchard. Good block.
Chuck was tempted. He was tempted to go the full. Sean was just, yeah, he's going across the left wing.
Definitely got a target on that A side. Victoria. Naki throwing the ball back now into that gap between Sam and Sean. Sam's doing well to cover that gap.
Yeah. Just picked it up. That left wing there. It's really punishing that the right wing. Definitely a plan going on here from Victoria.
Naki seems to be doing the same back to Sean.
Yeah.
Picking their players to bully in this half. Ball up and over Annie.
There's time a bit earlier than Annie. So like I said, she's doing really well. Instead of just a slight error. I didn't cause a goal because I saw such a minor error. Mostly from a very good performance so far from Annie.
So yeah, a good save from the winger behind her.
Yeah, great scramble.
Pritchard. On the left side of the court. Discus ball.
Great
Into
block
Annie's
there.
feet, yeah.
Great block there by Annie again. Especially the movement. It's going across her as well. It's hard to pick up and track that ball. It's going across you.
Play.
To the left wing here. Winding discus.
Into the guts of Sean. He's done well to stop that one. Sean now on the left wing. A good save from Naki.
Good save there. Ball right. Great block by
Sam
Sam.
Byrne in the middle. Let's see if he'll do his discus again. It's a front on throw. Straight into Naki on the right wing.
Yeah, just trying to get that ramp up off his top body, top leg there. Oh, scramble there.
Good save.
That's the second time Shorty says to keep strong with his defence.
I think he's leaning back a little bit. It's just ramping him.
Yeah, instead of stay, keep that form. Good scramble there, passes off to the left winger.
Nice discus throw from Pye into the gap between Pritchard and Sam. temporary from Pritchard under the left winger.
Just underneath him as well. It was a good effort from the player.
It was a good quick return. It's just that pace, I think, got him.
Yeah.
He was almost back.
Victoria 7-2.
He must have had a bounce. I think he had a bounce. That's why he jumped up and it went underneath him.
Wingers have switched for New Zealand. We've got Pye going from the right wing now. Discus bouncing shot into Sam's feet.
Sam here with the ball.
Nice discus bounce.
It's just for the
Straight to
legs.
centre.
Yeah, just for the legs, unfortunately, there. The top leg was just a bit too far away. Yeah, I think we unfortunately predicted this.
Victoria's really taking control of this game now. Pye from the right wing. Into Sean Whiteley.
New Zealand's going to be dejected here. Hopefully they reset. Maybe a timeout might be needed.
They can turn things around. Almost 7.5 minutes to go.
Good return throw there, trying to get to release some of the pressure. Pritchard winds up, down.
A nice bouncing shot. And just a little slow for Annie in the centre. It's just gone past her shoulder. I think a change needs to be made for New Zealand.
I think they need a timeout or they need to stop his momentum here for Victoria. Still nothing. Coming from the left wing. He's out.
Straight out.
Just a bit frazzled, New Zealand. Just a bit frazzled. It's understandable. Some of these throws have been very good.
Substitution, Victoria.
Victoria gone for the sub.
Out number 6.
So they're giving their players a good amount of time, a bit of rest. They're taking out Sam Byrne, number 6.
Yeah, it's a long.
Looks like Sean Whiteley's going into the centre for Victoria, and they're going to bring in Callum Saunders.
It's good.
Left wing.
It's a good centre, Shawnee. As I said, it's probably a good call there for Victoria. So it's a long tournament. It's the second game of the day.
Definitely need to give Sam his rest.
Yeah.
He's a strong part of this team, but we also need to make sure he's not overdoing it.
Yeah, exactly.
By the time
Yeah.
they get to finals, if they make them on Sunday.
Yeah. If you go the long way, you could be playing 7 games, nearly 8 games in 4 days. It's not a goal ball.
Pritchard with the ball on the right wing.
Oh, big whip there.
Oh,
Pritchard.
just out. Here we go. There's a New Zealand sub.
Yeah.
So they've moved Annie to the right wing and put Pye into the middle for that last ball, and now they're taking off Murky and putting on Hamish, by the looks of it, on their left wing. I don't think we've seen this combination either.
No, I think that's what I was going to talk about as well. I think Victoria have they've conceded a couple of goals, but they've kept their structure pretty intact. And I think they haven't really moved around, but New Zealand just moving a lot around. I think.
This was actually their starting 3, I believe. There's 3 players, but we had Annie in the middle. I think because she's been struggling with those last few goals, they're making some changes again. Got Hamish on the left wing.
Oh, it's the
Nice
same.
ball. Looks like a bit early from Shawnee on that one.
Yeah, it's just the same thing that happened on the left wing there. He just drops and his arms just fluttering out. He just needs to. I understand his pain. I do it sometimes.
Pritchard in the middle, discus bouncing shot over Annie and in the goal. Back-to-back goals for a bit here.
Yeah, so we'll speed up a little bit.
Victoria 10-3.
You can see Victoria really putting the pressure on New Zealand.
He's taking the ball here from the right wing.
A good block from Sean.
Yeah, good authoritative block there from Shawnee, especially when you can see you want to keep everything intact. Next ball, Callum left wing. It's a very interesting court. It's in terms of pace and bounce.
This is quite smooth.
Yeah.
I've noticed. Block there from Sean. He's a little bit late on it, but he got down.
Tightly behind that.
Pritchard with the ball in the centre. Bouncing shot. Saved by the winner. Hamish on the left side.
Coverage there for the winner. He just tried to get Callum and we got Shawnee a couple of times. Callum over that front. Just a looping bounce there.
It was a good ball. It started as if he looked like he didn't quite know where he was throwing from. It's a bit off court. Hamish from the right wing now. Into Sean's chest.
Going up to Pritchard here.
Good block from Eddie. To Hernandez. Turn ball. Back to Pritchard's side.
Pritchard there, just reassuring himself that he's recovered. Sean can't come over. Sean Pritchard doesn't want it. Pritchard here from right wing, just discuss.
That was a good call from Pritchard, trying to change that up and go into that post next to Hamish.
Yeah, the winger just got sucked into the middle a little bit, and that's normal. You're trying to protect trying to give him the post, protect the middle, but unfortunately,
You
yeah.
can tell they're trying to cover Ellie a little bit because she's been making a couple of mistakes. So there's a bit of a gap there on Hamish's side.
Players called timeout here. I think this is a very overdue timeout. I think.
I agree. I don't really blame the players for calling that one. I think the coach probably should have seen that need.
Yeah, I think that'll be part of the feedback when they discuss this game. I think probably saying you should have called a timeout.
I think if you can notice that your team is struggling a bit, either physically or mentally, especially when you're having that many goals go through you in that short period of time, it's a necessary need to have a break and have a chat.
Yeah, so certainly. It's just a bit of a break. As I said, they can set a couple, hold back 3 or 4 goals in a couple of minutes, and that's where you just kind of just cease Victoria's momentum a little bit and just get a grip in the game.
A hard game for New Zealand. I think Victoria is going to be one of the powerhouses of the men's division this year. So it's bound to be a tough game for them.
Yeah, no, they've had good patches, New Zealand. Just need to, obviously, they'll get more consistent as the tournament goes on.
So they've got Annie back in the middle.
Oh, they really like that hook into the post. So it's almost worked a couple of times. Callum was there, but even that wasn't a sure thing. Callum here lining up on the left wing. Big rooming.
Bouncing ball
Oh.
over Annie. It's a good back up from Discus shot. Chester Shaw's good cover.
Strong block there by Shawnee. Callum there from the other wing. Left wing. You might say it's the same thing with Pritchard. You might need to come in a little bit and then hook it out to that post, I think.
Just get more control and more accuracy.
Right winger here for New Zealand. Just lining up.
Good block by Callum down the line.
He's picked it up. He's moving. No, we've got a plane coming over.
Airplane.
Yeah, it's my helicopter.
That's the downside to being in the flight path.
Yeah, certainly. It's my plane. I'm heading off soon.
Where are you going?
Miami.
Oh, it sounds good. Right, Callum from the left side now. Big discus shot. Could have been a good ball, only just out. Hamish coming over to the right side of court. Great ball into the second half between Sean and Callum. Sean with the ball in centre now.
Hooking out. Hooking down there. I think teams will take a while to get used to this court, I think. It's a very difficult court to play on.
Takes everyone normally used to the game at the tournament. But these courts are particularly annoying.
Yeah, we almost made our first collision there. I think the right winger almost hooked it into his centre. That would have hurt.
Pritchard picking up the ball on the right wing. Good spot. Just into the shins of Hamish. Turn ball.
He's going back spot again. I think that shot's on. He just maybe needs to drag Shawnee back up around to Pritchard and then send it back across him again. It's going to be predictable.
Callum from the left side. Just this bouncing ball up off the shins of Hamish and over the goal. Would have been a really good shot, but Hamish has timed it well.
Strong block there.
Hamish from the left side. Onto the shins of Shaw. Pass off to Pritchard.
Strong block there for the right winger. He's gone there. Quick returner. Pritchard was there.
Pritchard. It's a shot from down into Pine.
They're both chasing the ball. No?
Miscommunication there,
Yeah.
I think, from New Zealand.
Yeah,
Both of them were chasing.
We'd have a collision.
Typically, as the centres try to chase whenever it's the wingers have been doing a lot of chasing from New Zealand.
Yeah, certainly.
Oh,
That's unfortunate. How's it
that
good ball by Sean?
bounced off his stomach onto his head and into the goal.
Yeah, just add insult to injury. They get hit in the head.
Yeah.
The ball goes in the goal.
3 minutes and 7 seconds left of the game. It's a 12-3 to Victoria.
We've got two players in the middle here.
Bit of confusion, a bit of a lack of communication from New Zealand there.
Victoria have taken probably a good idea to take Pritchard off. It's been a big workload
Give
today.
him a bit of a rest, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're putting Sammy back on.
He puts in the work, Pritchard. You're not a young man anymore, so he needs the rest will help him.
Well, we need to make sure that these Storm players aren't going 1,000% over this weekend, considering how close their tournament is in the next week or so.
Yeah.
We don't want any injuries or overuse of our Storm players.
No, certainly not. No.
3 minutes to go. Callum with the ball on the left side. Great speedy ball.
Strong block there.
Hamish in the centre there for New Zealand and left wing.
Big trap by Callum. Confidently pounces towards the wing. Winds up.
Nice block from high on the right
Oh,
wing.
it's a loose ball. Oh my goodness.
Managed to find it just next to the goal line. He was lucky. Can't make any silly mistakes with the 12-3 scoreline at the moment.
Well, this is a strong block to the guy. Yeah, strong block there from the centre. Almost got sucked into the end, Sam, like Sean did.
Both with his hands.
Yeah, he pushed into it. It was good from him.
Sean in the middle. Aiming for that post has just gone out.
And he was there, I think, I believe. Just come over.
Passing off to Pine. Pine moving back to the right side to throw. Discus bouncy shot. Over the head of Callum. A little bit of a margin there now,
Yeah.
which is always nice. Ball dropped in and looks like Callum's passing off to Sam.
Sam will get his back. What they percentage boost does help, especially at this stage of the tournament. Turn. Trap.
Block there. Sam's on the right wing. Big bouncing shot into the post.
Nicely
And he's
navigated.
done well.
Yeah, nicely navigated there from Annie. Just waited and just manoeuvred the ball out. Similar to how Aussie Bells blocked the ball. It's a good block.
Hamish from the middle. Into Callum's side. They're trying to go back to the spot they've scored on the run. And from that left, straight down the line into Pine.
They've called a timeout.
There we go.
Yeah. A bit more authority from the bench there. Called the timeout. I think they named
The
the.
players called that one as well, and then the bench had to do it again
Yeah.
because it wasn't called.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So.
Do you have New Zealand? They're fairly fresh in terms of their players and their coaching staff, like compared to some of our players. Like we've got good old Troy King, who's
Experience.
competed 25 years ago at the Sydney Paralympic Games.
The experienced veteran Troy.
Yeah, a lot of the New Zealand players are still fairly fresh.
Yeah.
to the game.
And this will be an invaluable experience for them as well. I think they said this is a good showing against a strong Victorian team. A few Australian players here as well.
Absolutely.
Callum is young. He's involved in Aussie Storm as
Good
well.
opportunity to hopefully bring up the New Zealand players so they can put their own national team into some of these international tournaments.
Exactly.
Pie here on the right wing. Into Callum. Good block.
That's reminding us how he blocked the ball.
Good top arm block.
Yeah, it's top arm.
Good blocked by Amy there.
And
Blocked
he's
out.
just forced the ball out there. Let's get rid of it fairly soon, I would say. Oh. She heard me. She's giving me no challenge.
It's just gone out.
It's a right ball there. So it's a nice hook across court. I'd like to see him maybe try and hit Sam a bit more than try that, but
Sam's going to also taking the ball back to the right side of the court. Discus pivot shot into Amy's chest.
that's it by Annie. Just pushes the ball forward. Wants to take it himself. He's like, this is mine. Ooh. He almost dragged her in as well. He would have gotten her.
27 seconds left. Let's see how New Zealand can finish up.
Oh.
Ball there. Callum a bit flustered for a second.
They blocked it. He's under the return. Oh, he's on the high ball.
Pressure's getting to them now with only 8 seconds left. They've got a high ball.
This is the second men's game where someone's thrown a penalty in the last mid-seconds there. We
Yeah,
had,
the same thing happened with you guys this morning, didn't it?
yeah, Mr. Matt Barry, a good man.
Look,
Just,
he was playing very well. He got a little bit overexcited,
Yeah,
I think.
no,
in that
very-
moment,
very-
which I think this was more of a desperate attempt sort of high ball.
yeah, I think so. Yeah. And a great block as well. Right to the bed basket. That was a very good game.
It's a
from
good
Matt.
ball from Sam. He did a good job to throw that one at a good spot.
Yeah, I'm interested to
I just happened to be there.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if his coach told him where he was because he threw it right at him. But so it's a good block as well. Good bouncing ball.
Good final block from Sean. Here. 2
Someone going to
seconds
throw the
left.
ball. Someone going to stand with the throw.
That's the buzzer.
Oh, he blocked it anyway. It's a good block. But that's it. That's game.
That's it. That's game. Look, it's very, very close to a mercy by the
Yeah.
end.
Now you only get Versi first game, so it's good from New Zealand to lock it down a bit. But think about the score, 5-2. I think it was 5-2 at half time, and now it's 12-4. So I think, as I said, we predicted what was going to happen. But
There's a lot of changes on that New Zealand side. You can tell there was a bit of miscommunication, a bit of mental lapses.
yeah.
And Victoria they dominated. They took control and they kept it.
Yeah, did you see if it was maybe a strategy from New Zealand? Maybe they were aware that maybe this is going to happen, and they just said, look, maybe we'll just get everyone on court, getting them blocking the ball in every spot, and playing the long game.
We always love Victoria doing a little cheer for New Zealand.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice of them. They didn't give us a cheer.
They didn't. But look, New Zealand are our friends from across the ditch, so we've got to be nice to them. We want them to come back.
No, so I like. I always say that Victoria, very good sportsmanlike team. I think. As I said, we saw the penalty was declined a bit earlier on. A good bunch of guys. I think you said across the men's division, all divisions.
Yeah.
To be honest, there's always everyone's a good.
It'll be interesting to see what happened in the other hall. This game was the Queensland versus New South Wales 2 game.
Yeah.
You guys play them again this afternoon for the
Yes.
first time, so that'll be a good rivalry. We've always loved a Queensland versus New South game.
Yeah, it's etched into the history between the two states. You've got Sid and Azai, who are obviously very, very good players, starting for the Aussie Storm. And I think it'll be a very good. We've obviously got Matt and Robbie as well, and so it's going to be
And
interesting.
yourself, of course, and Morris. You've got a very strong team.
Yeah, that's it. They've also got Roma and Shawnee, so it's going to be an interesting game. I think, especially on this court, I think it's going to be filling it out. Players going to be filling out the bounce a little bit as well. And as I say, it's a long tournament, so you always want to. You don't want to give all your secrets away too early, and just get some good, confident games on the board. As I said, from New Zealand,
Hopefully, people can
bad.
tune in for that one later.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so
All right, I think it's lunchtime, so we'll wrap up. But thank you to people who are watching.
yeah, thank you for listening to us chatter. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.